I loved when my students would ask me questions and I didn't know the answer.
That's right.
Because then I could model for them how I'm going to find that answer.
That's right.
And they would say something like, one of my pet peeves that I don't like when people say is, I feel like. Well, do you know it or do you feel it?
Yes.
Like, is it knowledge? Is it information? So how do we make sure that what we're saying is credible?
Yes.
So let's teach, because people are going to listen to the news down the road, I'm sure.
Yep.
How do we assess what we're hearing is the truth? Yes. So how can we, that's the other thing that I noticed is students coming to college didn't know how to research, didn't know how to assess if it was a credible source. So what we can do when we're looking, it says, well, how do you know that's the truth? How do you know that that's, so let's find the answers together and let's learn that together. Because a teacher isn't going to know all of the things.
Yes,
like if they're going to ask me,
right,
about the mating of a ladybug.
Yes.
Not going to happen.
Yes.
But let's learn how do they have little ladybugs?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, that kind of thing.
That is something I used to have heated debates in public social stuff, because I love intellectual banter. I'm stretched. I'm stretched when someone gives me something that I can disagree with, and we can bash out concepts, give proofs, and you know, it goes beyond postulation. It shows evidence. You have to bring up evidence, and you learn and you grow.
Yeah.
And I said in these public quorums, I said I would take the advice over some grade 7 kids, over myself or others that are 37. They're like, you would?
Yeah.
It's like, same thing. What do I know about the mating habits of beluga whales, or what, you know, how deep can they go in the ocean before they implode? I don't know. Yeah. But if a grade 7 kid had a science project in that,
right,
I'll take their authority and check their work.
Yeah.
But they're adults in training. And what I also see a big divide that it is a well, I'll go back to that, adults in training. I'm sitting in the studio right now are some teenagers, and the teenagers, I had the pleasure of doing pre-show work here, watching them completely set up. It's a sophisticated setup that we got going on here. They did it without me.
Yeah.
These are adult apprentices, and they're moving thousands of dollars of gear that I can't afford to replace. Yeah. And I'm trusting them to do it, and they do it every time. You give a youngster the responsibility of an adult to do it, they will rise to the occasion. You do not need to keep them young. And something that I also see changing is